I really can't see myself because the pole's in the way. So you tell me.
It's got my eyeball.
It's got your eyeball?
Yeah.
And you can see both of us?
Yeah.
Are we in the center? You might want to get the box for the game.
This isn't the old table, is it? Is this what we used to film on?
Yes. Jeez Louise, it wasn't that long ago. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
Changing backgrounds.
And
or gamey things.
Exactly. We are in another background today because we are here to do a playthrough for you. And our overhead camera boom thing is just too short for our tall table on the other side. So we're back at the old table in a new location. Today we are doing a playthrough for Antares Kingdoms published by Sandtime Games. We are very excited to do this. We have already posted up a Kickstarter preview. So if you would like a general overview of the game, a general rules overview, please go check that video out first. This time, we just playing.
Yeah.
And I play to win. We all know this. So we are just going to jump into the playthrough. Am I right? Are you ready to get your butt kicked or what?
This is a prototype version of the game. Component-wise, things may change from here to what you see on the Kickstarter.
So just to give you a general layout of what we've got going on here, Jeff and I each have our kingdoms. Hold on, I'm going to move mine away from yours, get my kingdom away from your kingdom. Set up right here in front of us. This is where I'm going to be building my kingdom right to the left here, and Jeff to the left of his board. Our build section is going to be to the right, and in the middle is where we're going to be tracking all of our true mark points. The aim of the game is whoever has the most true mark points at the end of the game wins, which is going to be me.
And they're defined by different sets that you are going to have out in your kingdom at the end of your decade.
Ultimately, this is a set collection game.
Yep.
That is like the main mechanic of this game. We also each start with $2 to make you hollers, and we also start out as peasants. So in this game, we are going to be ranking up throughout the game. And there are two paths you can go. We can go the commoner path, which only allows us to upgrade twice, or you can become a noble, which takes you all the way up to kings and queens. But right now, we start out as humble peasants. In Antares Kingdom, the game is played over 3 decades. Each decade obviously has 10 years because that's how decades work. So in the middle of the board, you'll see 10-year events. Every time we end a round, we are going to be flipping over a year event, which is going to give us some instructions on things that we need to do. We are going to stop at the Kingdom Wealth section and the end of the decade section, and we'll go through all of that when we arrive there. I've also placed out our Endeavor cards up here, Dominion cards, and opportunity cards up at the top.
Just a quick mention, all of the year events will either be a harvest action or a attack action, basically. So either your kingdom is bountiful and you're getting extra harvest, or you're getting attacked by barbarians or other enemies, armies that you need to defend.
And as the years go on, there may be some even scarier events that come up, like plagues or curses, things like that. The game comes with an action sheet, which is just a reference guide that tells you all of the actions that you can do. So we each have those set aside. Before we actually jump into the game, we need to choose our heraldry, which is our house clans. So they give us each some kind of an asymmetrical power. So we each start with 2 and we get to choose 1. Ooh. I have selected mine and it's a good one.
All right, so I have Hos Malados and I have Ascendancy. Start the game with a Dominion card. Do not collect an opportunity. So normally when you collect a Dominion card, you would also collect an opportunity. I have a passive ability to reduce the cost of Dominions by 1.
I am going to be House Lorraine, Sweet Lorraine. I am an aristocrat. So during each Kingdom Wealth, gain an additional 3 gold. And during the 2nd and 3rd decade, Kingdom Wealth also gain 2 Endeavor cards. So Jeff has had this one before, and I remember being quite jealous when you had it. That is the initial setup of the game. We are going to flip over our cards, which are going to tell us all of the steps that we have to go through. How we are going to start the game is we are going to draw up to our hand size and Endeavor cards. And because we are peasants, we draw 5 cards to start. So we each draw 5 cards. Ooh. Now, the first 2 steps are done simultaneously, but maybe for the first few rounds, we'll do them one at a time just to show you kind of in a slower motion how they go. But the first step is ignored on the first turn of the round because we have nothing to progress in our building track.
So the progress track is how things are built. So cards will have a build number attached to it, either 1, 2, or 3, and they move down and then enter your kingdom after they are built.
So we move directly to 2 actions.
All right, with my first action, I am going to play a free action to gain 2 endeavor cards. So that's a free action, so I still have 2. And then I'm going to play down a town. So again, costs 2. 2 actions to build, and I will build another town for my second action. And I'm going to...
We're actually supposed to start with 4 coins. We're supposed to start with 4 coins. I always forget.
Whoops. I will spend 2 to expedite.
Which is a free action.
So I can expedite for 1 coin per card I expedite, and I'm expediting twice. That is my turn.
Like we've already said, you get 2 actions, and then you could take as many free actions as you want, which are all listed on this handy dandy reference guide. For my first action, I am actually going to build a peasant. So a peasant has a build time of 0. So I actually get to put the peasant directly into my kingdom. Isn't that lovely? He goes right to work. For my second action, I am actually also going to build a town. So I'm going to put that in the build 2 spot. And I am going to expedite by paying 1 coin to progress that down to the 1 spot. So those were my 2 actions and those were your 2 actions. So now what we have to do is we have to choose a stance. So during this phase, on the back of our peasant cards, there is one side has a coin and the other side has a shield. During the year events, one thing might come up, like Jeff already said, that could be warfare or it could be a harvest or a benefit. If we have the shield, it protects us from the warfare a little bit.
The first casualties.
The first casualties. And if we have a coin, that means we get an extra coin during the income phase. So you're choosing your shield?
No, I'm choosing income.
All right, so flip that first year event. Phew.
All right.
What we don't want to see is red because that's the warfare.
Income stance gains an extra coin.
Extra 2 coins.
You go through the steps of the card. So the first step is productive year. Income stance gains an extra coin.
Because we are already in our income stance, then we are each getting 3 coins. 3 for you and 3 for me. Rich.
So then we proceed to the next, which is harvest. And you would harvest sets of cards that you have in your kingdom. We don't have any sets, so there would be no harvest.
We are setless.
And then we flip our rank card back to the other side and we progress to the next year.
Now we're going to continue to do everything
it's very
simultaneously.
snappy.
Very snappy. So step 1 is progression. Anything in the 1 slot in the build phase gets moved into your kingdom. Now we are going to do our 2 actions.
I'm going to claim inheritance, which is 3 coin.
And I will be building a town into my 2 spot. And for my second action, I will be building a swordsman in my 2 spot.
Second action, I'm going to draw 2 endeavor cards. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to exchange 2 for 1, which is a free action. And then I will draw 2 as my second action.
I think I am going to pay 2 coins for 2 free actions to expedite both my town and my swordsman into the 1 spot. All your actions are done, Jeffrey?
Yep.
Perfect. Now we will choose a stance. Be brave, they say.
We've both chosen income again.
Income. Year event. Crap.
So this one isn't terrible. So we have a warfare card.
Yep.
So the first thing you have to do is first casualties, and that means you haven't defended yourself with shield. So therefore, the invading army automatically gets to attack your kingdom, and you have to discard 1 card from your kingdom. Super devastating. Very unfortunate.
Yes.
I only have 2 cards in my kingdom, so I have to discard 1 of my towns.
Something to keep in mind in terms of the power of the warfare and how much you're going to need to give up after your first casualties, because this is going to help me make a decision on who I get rid of, is the warfare's power is the number of the rounds. So this would be worth 2 plus whatever it says in the center. So this is half power rounded up. So this is going to be only worth 1.
Yeah.
So I am going to get rid of my town. And now we have to block the warfare power, which is 1. So I have 1 shield with my peasant, so I'm good.
I have none. So I can choose to discard a coin or a card from hand or to remove a card in my build slot.
Yes.
So I'm going to choose to discard.
Or from your kingdom as well.
Or from my kingdom, yeah. I'm going to choose to discard 1 coin to defend against the skirmish.
Yes. And you have to discard or, get rid of something for every power that you are defending against. So because it's only 1, Jeff only had to get rid of 1 thing. But later on in the game, it could be like a 9 power, and that could be devastating. Next, we are going into harvest. Neither of us have anything to harvest because we don't have our kingdoms built out. Oh, and we got to grab our income, our 1 coiner. In this, you'll see there's a little supply symbol. So if we had any supply to sell, which neither of us do, we could do that for 2 coins. Can't do that right now, so we move on to flipping our rank card.
And supplies would be a action you can take on your towns.
All right, first step, progression. You got nothing to progress, huh?
Yeah, that was a bit tough.
Bummer. So for my first action, I am going to exhaust my swordsman. And if I do that, it's a free action. I rotate it. I put it up into the exhaust area right up here. And then this is going to progress down. And when it comes back out, Jeff's going to sneeze. And when it comes back out, it is going to give me some money. And I could continue to do that with my soldiers if I want to.
Conquesting army.
Conquest, yes. For my first action, I am going to be planting a grain field or building a grain field. For my second action,
I'm going to draw 2 for my first.
I'm going to draw 2 for my second.
These are shuffled terribly. Jamie?
Sorry. Not bad.
All right, I'm going to, for free action, discard 2 to draw 1. And I'm going to try this pile.
That's called an exchange.
And then I'm going to exchange 2 more for another one. And then for my second action, I'm going to play down a fortification. So 3 build, it'll come down and then enter my kingdom. And that is my second action.
Now we are on to choosing our stance. I'm choosing money, and our year 3 event is, not warfare. So first thing that we can do is we can sell a quarry card from our hand. I do not have one. Did you already get rid of one?
Well, it's this one.
Yeah. So neither of us have a quarry to sell. Womp womp. Harvest. I have nothing to harvest. Neither do you.
Nope. We get our 1 coin from our card.
Yes. And this is also saying that we could sell supply again. And now sometimes the year event cards come up with a free action that we can use for the rest of the decade. This one is saying that the marketplace, it's a marketplace. This decade only, you can buy quarries from the discard pile for 4 coins. So if we really wanted one, we could buy one for 4 coins. Flip them. We progress. And we take action. I'm going to take an action of gaining an inheritance of 3 coins.
I'm going to play, for my 2 actions, 2 swordsmen. And then I'm going to pay 3 to expedite both.
For my second action, I am spending 6 coins. And I am going to be ranking up. No longer a simple peasant. I almost said pleasant. No longer a peasant. I am now Jamie, Esquire. Which increases my hand limit up to 6. And the next time that I want to rank up, I will have to pay 8. But I am still a commoner.
Jamie Hahn, Esquire.
Esquire. And those were my 2 actions. And I don't think I'm going to do anything else. You?
I just want to mention again quickly, like, we're going pretty slow. This game is like snappy, snap, 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 go, 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 go.
Snappy,
like
snap,
you
snap,
could play this in under, once you know the rules, I think you could play this in under half an hour.
Easily. There is one other thing. You're probably like, what are these for? I put these here. We tend not to use them because we've played the game so many times now. But if you need to keep in mind what you've already done for your actions, you can track them up at the top of your kingdom tracker. As an example, if I decided to build twice, boom, boom, they'd go right there. Build and draw, boom, boom. That's what those are for.
One cool thing that we haven't done yet that I think is worth mentioning is you can actually take both of your actions to foresee the future, which allows you to look at 3 of the upcoming event cards. So you kind of can predict what's coming up.
Exactly. So we're done our actions, Jeffrey. we need to choose our stance. And I, for one, am feeling nervous.
Same.
So we have both chosen the shield stance.
Dang.
No warfare. We don't get income. Dang. But now what we can do, first of all, is we can sell a town from our hand. And that ain't happening for me.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Then we can harvest. Do you have anything to harvest yet?
I don't.
No, me either. Once again, sell supply. We don't have any. Flip our rank card.
The free actions.
Yep. And then the free action on this one is for this decade only. You can buy towns from the discard pile for 3 coins. That's interesting because I'm feeling low on bean.
Low on bean.
Low on bean. Okay, so now we progress.
Okay, I'm going to progress my fortification and 2 swordsmen. So this is qualified as a set, so a fortification and 2 swordsmen. However, it doesn't harvest.
No.
You know, like soldiers and fortification wouldn't harvest goods.
No.
Thematically, so
we haven't
no
harvested
harvest
yet at all. My first action, I am going to draw 2 cards.
I'm actually going to take advantage of the free action to buy a town from the discard pile, if there's one in here.
Well, I just drew one for free, suckers. I definitely put one in there, yeah. I am, for my second action, going to build my town, and I will pay,
For my 2.
I'm going to pay 1 for a free action to expedite it.
Okay, I'm going to, for my 2 actions, play 2 towns, and then I'm going to pay 2 to expedite both.
All right, now we are going to choose our stance. Still feeling quite nervous. So we're both going with the shield. Now, before we get into the next year event, we have to resolve Kingdom Wealth, which always comes up before the 5th year card. So we are now in our first decade, so we all gain 2 Endeavor cards. Now the next thing that it says, if you are a trade master, which neither of us are, you could gain an opportunity. And if you're House Lorraine, which I am, or Lorraine, or whatever the heck. Lorien, I get to gain 3 gold. Boop, boop, boop.
Why is it so difficult?
I have no idea. I literally don't know. Now we are going to reveal the 5th year event, which is a warfare card. Skirmish warfare. Oh, good. It's another half power rounded up. But right now, because we are both shields, no first casualties.
No first casualties.
Safe.
Stay blessed.
Safe. Stay blessed. Okay, so this is going to be worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half power rounded up. So 3.
Yes.
So we need to be able to defend 3.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
I can. I have 3 for my fortifications, 2 and 2 for my swordsman, so I have...
And you have your Dominion.
7 right now. And my Dominion. Okay, good point. If you place up your shield, your Dominions are then inherently worth an extra 1 power. I have 1, 2 for my Dominion, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 defense right now.
So because he has the shield, his Dominion is worth an extra shield.
Yep.
So you're good.
Yep.
I have 1, 2, which means I need to get rid of something. But what will I wear? I am actually going to get rid of a coin because I'm so rich I can do it. So now we move on to harvest. I still have nothing to harvest. Do you have anything yet?
No.
Bummer. We could sell supply. We don't have any. Now we flip our rank.
Yep.
Okay, progression. Now because my conquesting army has come out of progression, I gain a coin. Because I am a commoner, if I were a noble, I would gain 2 coins. That comes back as a swordsmith. And then my second town is going to come out. So like I mentioned before, we're trying to build sets. A set of towns is 3, a set of grain fields is 4, and a set of quarries is 2. There's also gem mines in this game, and if you get 1 of those, that's a set, but you can only build them if you're a noble.
Correct.
Which we are not. We are just simple commoners. Jamie Esquire.
We don't get
Jeff the peasant.
We don't get jams.
We don't get jams. Moving into our action phase, I'm actually going to whip this swordsman and exhaust him back over here.
I'm going to do the same for 2.
Action. I'm going to then build a swordsman.
I'm actually going to do this.
And for my second action, I will build a town.
I'm going to pay
1 to expedite.
1 action to claim inheritance for 3 coins.
Actually going to expedite it twice. Boom.
I don't know what I want to do here.
Hey, Mr. Scott.
I think I need to draw some cards, so I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Now we must choose a stance, and I am feeling quite brave, Jeffrey. Oh, so are you. Flip up year 6, would ya? It's a curse.
Gambit's Curse. Discard 1 card in hand. If you had foreseen this year event, gain 2 cards and full harvest instead. Really cool.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, none of us had foreseen that, so we don't trigger that. Then we move to harvest 1 set.
And I do actually have 1 set.
Me
so
too.
1 set is worth a coin, plus we gain our income. So that is 2 coins. Some of the sets, or some of the cards will say harvest 1 set. Some will tell you a very specific set, like harvest only towns.
Quarries. Yeah.
Quarries, whatever it might be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we flip our rank card. We go into progression. Then we do our actions. My first action, I am building a quarry, or a fortification.
I am going to rank up.
Excuse me, Jeff
To
Esquire?
Jeff Beal
Esquire. I only did one action.
I have 1 more action.
Me too. I am going to draw 2 cards.
I'm going to place a grain field.
And am I going to do anything else? It's at this point in the game when I start becoming very mindful about what I've got in my build.
Only so many years.
Yeah, so I am going to spend 2. And I'm going to progress my fortification and my swordsman. So I'm going to put my swordsman over here. And that's it for me.
I'm annoyed that you put a fortification out.
Why?
Because
you thought you could be the only one to fortify?
I did.
Well, not today.
All right. Let's flip
Not
them.
today, House Malados. House Lorraine's palace now. I'm going for income. What about you? Shield.
Our first split.
Okay, everybody fingers crossed. Hold your breath. Yes! Progress all grain fields. Drats.
No grain fields too. Oh.
You do have a grain field.
I thought it was harvest. Sorry.
No.
So progress
and then harvest all grain fields, but we don't have any to harvest. Now we just go into our regular harvest. So I have 1 plus my income for 2. I
just get 1. So I just want to mention some people might
You have a town as well? Oh, you didn't do income.
Yeah, so that's the big difference. This doesn't mean you don't get to harvest. It just means I don't get the extra coin.
Yeah.
So I still get to harvest, I just don't get the extra.
Yeah. Okay, and then we flip our rank card. So now we go into progression, BAP, and actions.
I'm
actually going to exchange. I'm going to get rid of these 2 cards and take a new card. Drats, that's not at all what I want.
I'm going to draw 2 for my first action.
So that was a free action.
And then as a free action, I'll gain 2 endeavor cards.
I am going to gain 2 endeavor cards as my first action. Crap. And I'm going to exchange again. So you can exchange only twice in a turn. Oh, there we go.
I'm going to exchange.
And I will build.
And then I'm going to exchange.
Quarry.
Yikes.
Okay.
I would say that Jamie shuffled these cards. Because they're terrible.
Okay, there's not that many different types of cards, so that's not my fault. I am paying 2 to expedite my fortification and my quarry down 1.
For my second action, I'm going to put out another grain field.
That's it. Now we choose our stance. I am going shield on this bad boy. Whatever year this is.
Dang nabbit.
Okay, so we get to harvest all grain fields and town sets. We each have a town. So we get to harvest our town set. And now we get to harvest again, everything. So once again, just a town. Then we flip our rank card. Easy enough. Just feel like... So I will mention, when putting out the year cards, 9 of them are laid out for a decade, but 12 come in each decade set. So we could have a totally different layout, number 1, depending on where they get shuffled and placed, and number 2, depending on what gets drawn. So there might not be any more warfare cards, or they might be all warfare. Don't know.
Gotcha.
Okay. Cool. So let's progress. All so I have progressed my conquesting army, which gets me a coin.
I've done 2, which gives me 2. At the end of a decade, all of your kingdom cards and build cards are gone.
Yes, you lose everything.
It's basically a full reset, except for your money stays, and obviously your house and your rank type, but your kingdom and everything is gone.
Moving into actions, I am building a quarry. for my first, and for my second action, I will be drawing 2 cards.
I'm going to draw 2 cards for my first action.
I'll exchange them for free. Nice.
I'm going to discard 2 for a free action to draw 1.
I'm going to pay 2.
Dang. Ding dang.
Ding dang. Dong. You know what? I'm going to pay another 1 to progress this down here.
So I mean, we only have 1 more progression or 2?
2.
Okay, I'll play 1 for my second action.
Okay, well, safety first, people.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is, oh no. Okay, if you were in the income stance, you would have gained 2 extra coins, but because we're a couple of dummies, we just get 1 coin.
For harvest.
Okay, so now we just flip rank. That was a simple one.
And progress.
Progress.
And then for my 1 action, I'm going to play grain field.
I'm going to draw 2 cards.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm going to take a free action to gain 2 more endeavor cards. Nice.
I mean, there's really no point. There's no point in me.
I will play that as my second action to build 2 green fields. Yeah, there's no point in this either. Actually, I'm going to instead build 2 peasants just in case. No, because it can't be a fight.
Yeah, end of decade, there's no it's just the end of the decade. There's no event or anything.
So if I were to exhaust, they have to continue on as a peasant. I can't turn them into a grain field.
No. Once they are the thing they are, you can't flip them.
Well, I'm going to do this anyway. No, build. They go here.
My second action doesn't overly matter where we're at in the game. I mean, I could draw 2 endeavor cards, but that's not going to do anything because then I can't play them.
Yeah.
I could expedite, but that's going to progress anyway. I can exchange, but that's not going to do anything, and I cannot afford a dominion. So
neither.
I'm just going
Me
to
frickin' neither. Okay,
done? Good. Yeah.
So we don't need to choose a stance for the end of decade because a new event card isn't going to come up. It is always just the year-end event card. Serpens Ceremony. The first thing we do is we harvest. I have 2 now to harvest. Bop, bop.
I have 1 still.
Okay. Then we progress, so we get 1 last progression. Then we tally our achievements. So this is how we start tracking our true marks, which is, of course, the winning condition of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So for each set that you have, you gain 1 true mark in that category. So maybe we'll do this one at a time. So common goods, which is a set of grain, which is 4 grain fields, is 1. I have none. Township, I have 1 set of 3, so this moves over 1. Resources, I have a set of 2 quarries, so that moves over 1. Military, I have 1 fortification and 2 swordsmen. That moves over 1. I do not have a special, and I do not have wealth.
So for me, I do have a grain field. I do have a township. I do not have the resources. I have a military set. I do not have special or wealth.
No.
So you'll see on the left-hand side that this is opening things up. There are instant abilities. So for this one, my grain field sets are now 3 instead of 4.
Yep.
And then these 2 coins will trigger off of cards in the future.
Yes. Okie dokie.
So then we reset.
We reset. And then that also includes anything in hand. So I'm going to hand those over to you, Jeffrey.
So that I cannot complain about the shuffling?
Yes. And we are going to reset up the next decade. So we remove all of the year, or the first decade
One of these
cards.
years is going to be...
Then we take out all of the year 2 cards. Bap, bap, bap. Or the decade 2. Which are marked with a 2. Flip that back over, put 1 here, cover that up with Kingdom Wealth, and then we reset. There we go. There you go. 5 and 5.
Terrible shuffling.
Oh, can't wait to complain about that later. So now we are starting our second decade. I feel 10 years older already. And we start off by drawing up to our hand size. So 6, let's see. Oh my God. Oh, jeez. I can't believe this is so bad.
Yeah.
It's Terrible.
Yeah, Jamie.
I literally did get 3 of the same, but I'm not mad about it. I'm not going to tell you why. So we've drawn up to our hand size. You tell me when you're ready to go. You're raring and ready to go. We start with progression, but guess what? Nothing to progress. Now we are going to do our 2 actions, and I'm going to kick it off with my first action. Build 2 endeavors.
Oh!
What?
Me too, Jamie.
Twins. And then for my second action, I'm going to build a 3rd.
I'm also going to build a 3rd.
3 towns. Who gonna stop me? Who gonna stop me, huh?
I'm going to...
Oh.
No, I'm not.
He's not. Okay, we are going to choose our stance. Be brave, young grasshopper. Oh.
No, but I have nothing in my kingdom. What happens when first casualties?
If you have first casualties and nothing in your kingdom, nothing happens. So you've limited risk here.
Yeah, gotcha.
Year 1. Ooh, harvest what we do not have. So this year 1 card is essentially useless to us at this time. Kind of sucks. We have no grain fields, no town sets, and nothing else to harvest, but we do gain our income. So that's fun. Bop, flip them cads. Move that bus. And now we progress. Come along, little towns. Okay.
I'm actually, for my first action, going to rank up for 8.
What would you like, Jeff?
I'm going to go with the Trade Master.
Maybe
So this is the moment where you decide whether or not you take the Trade Master, which is like, you're capped. You can't go any further. You're the Trade Master. You're still a commoner. You're not a noble. You're done. You're Trade Master. It has certain benefits.
Commoner for life.
Or I could have gone up the noble track, but I'm choosing not to go up the noble track.
Yes. Now, the one thing, once again, is Trade Master. The hand size actually doesn't increase at all.
No.
So really, yeah, you're done. You are where you are.
There's some extra benefits that can come up in the harvest cards for the Trade Master.
And in the Kingdom Wealth section. So you'll see all of that soon. So you ranked up. You already did you progress?
I needed my second action. I've already progressed. That was my first action to rank up.
I haven't done any actions yet. So
then I will play down a grain field.
And a peasant.
You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to play down a quarry.
Okie dokie then. We've done our actions. Now we are choosing our stance. I'm keeping it cool. Calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, I still don't have anything in my kingdom. So
a little bit low risk for us right now. Okay, so we can sell a town from hand. I have nothing in my hand. We can harvest. We have nothing to harvest. Sell supply. No supply to sell. Now, for a free action during this decade, we can buy towns from the discard pile for 3 coins if we want. And we each get our income. Cool beans. And
yeah, so that technically is supposed to trigger at the harvest.
The harvest, yes. I got too eager.
You did.
All right, now we flip them.
We progress.
I know. I was just counting my loot. Look at that. I have a whole town set. But beep boo. Progress. For my first action, I am going to rank up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm going
5,
to
6, 7,
draw
8.
2 endeavor cards.
And I am going to take the noble route.
And for my second action, will play down a grain field.
I am going to be a duke. This does not increase my hand size, but the difference with the noble track is to rank up, you have to rank up in combat. So I can only rank up during warfare, and I have to be able to discard 6 power. So that is going to come from peasants, swordsmen, not fortification.
No.
So anything that has the shield and 2 swords. So it is more difficult to rank up through the noble side, but it does potentially give you some more benefits and cards, and now I can also build gem mines.
It's beneficial to go up the noble track as early as possible to gain as much of the benefit of being a noble as you can.
Yeah, indeed. Then I am going to draw 2 cards. I have no money. I got nothing else to do. You done?
Yep.
I'm feeling scared. So I'm shielding. All right, let's see. Ooh, pestilence. All players discard 1 supply. If you don't have a supply, you don't have to discard. So that's good. Limited harvest. So right now we are only allowed to harvest towns, quarries, and gems. And look at that. By golly, she's got a town. Boop.
I do not have any of those sets, so I do not harvest.
Sucka. And we don't have income. Now we just flip rank, and we are off to the races. Boom. Roasted. Okay, Jefferney.
For my first action, I'm going to claim inheritance for 3 coin.
I am going to...
For a second action, I will...
play 2 peasants for my actions.
Play a grain field.
Choose your stance. Scared. Very scared. And here we go. Damn it. Progress all grain fields. And now we can harvest. So I have 1 town set, so I can harvest 1 coin.
I have no harvest.
No harvest for Jeffrey. Flipping them cads.
Going a little bit faster now, people.
Yeah. All right, progression. I have nothing. I am going to draw 2 endeavor cards.
I will draw 2 for my first action.
And I will build a swordsman.
Discard 2 to draw 1, and then I will draw 2 for my second action.
I'm going to expedite him for 1. Choose stance. Sticking with it because I'm scared. Okay, now we have to go through kingdom wealth. All players, so we're in the 2nd and 3rd decade, so it changes. All players gain gold equal to the amount shown left of the tokens on the kingdom tracker. So that is what we revealed here earlier. So I gain 3.
I gain 2.
Okay. Now, here are some specialties for actually both of us. So this is pretty perfect example. Trade masters, which is what Jeff is, gain an opportunity. You draw 2 and you gain 1. So the opportunity cards are kept in your hand. Some of them are one-time use and some of them are persistent. So Jeff is going to draw 2. And he's going to pick 1. And while you're doing that, because I am House Lorraine, I gain 3 extra gold and 2 endeavor cards.
I will mention opportunity cards do not count towards your hand value.
No, they don't. And you get to keep them round over round if you do not use them. Year 5 event, which is not warfare. Ugh. Oh, for each town set, you gain an opportunity.
What the heck? What a crap.
Excellent. Okay, harvest. I have 1 to harvest.
I have none.
Jeff,
Struggling
here. What are
here.
you doing over there?
Struggling, people.
And then flip your cards.
I feel like the next half of this decade is going to be
all fight.
Attack. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to, for my 2 actions...
I'm going to take a free action to draw 2 endeavor cards.
I'm going to play down a quarry, and then I will gain...
I'm going to build 1.
Actually, I'm actually going to
Oops, did you progress? Because I didn't.
I had nothing to progress.
Oh, okay.
So I discarded 2 and drew 1 from a free action. And then for my second action, I'm going to play Grainfield. For my free action, I'm going to play an opportunity card. Trade masters can expedite 4. So I'm going to expedite 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom.
I took back my 2 actions because what I'm actually going to do is foresee the future.
Smart.
Oh, I could just pay 5 to do that.
Yeah, sorry, I should have mentioned that. It's 2 total actions to foresee the future, or you can pay 5 coins.
I'm going to pay the 5 coins, and I will just keep those 2 actions out as I did. And now I get to look at the next 3 years event. Look away. Okay.
Joke's on you.
What?
For a free action, I also will pay 5.
Friggin' turd bucket. That makes it less fun. And once you have foreseen the future, you can check again if you forget what they are, but only up to obviously what you already saw. Okay, so Jeff, what are you gonna do? I think I might do that one since we both know what's coming. Okay, so flip it. Sell 2 grains from up to 2 grain fields from hand.
It's exactly 2.
Sell exactly 2 grain fields from hand to gain $3. Make you hollis. Can't do it.
Nora, I have no cards in hand.
Oh, okay. Now we can harvest. I have 1 town to harvest, and we get our income.
I have 2 sets now. I have a quarry set, and I also have a grain field set because my grain field sets are now 3, not 4.
Yes, indeed.
So 2, and then 1 for the harvest card I have up.
And no supply to sell for you. And then this now allows us to buy grain fields from the discard pile for 2 coins. We flip, we progress, and we carry on, my wayward son.
I have no cards to progress. I'm going to draw 2 as my first action.
For my first,
and then as a free action, Trade Masters gain 3 Endeavor cards.
Putting up another peasant. Then I am going draw 2 as my second.
And then for my second action, I'll play this to build 2 endeavors, and I'm going to build 2 grain fields. I think.
Coming down to the wire here, so I'm like, I am actually going to exchange for free action. Please be something I want. Damn it! I hate when you exchange.
Yeah, I'm going to play 2 grain fields.
All that?
Yep.
Let's protect ourselves from the upcoming warfare that we both know about. All right, here we go. Heavy warfare. So this is extra bad for me now because I am a noble. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2 if you're a noble.
No first casualties because we have our defense.
No first casualties because we have defense. So it's 5, 6, 7 plus 2 because I'm a noble. So it's 7 against Jeffrey and 9 against me. Neither of us have any gem mines out, but if we did, it would be another 2. So I have to be able to defend 9. Okay, so Jeff, can you protect yourself from 7?
Yeah, I have 9, 10, 11.
Okay, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exactly. In order to rank up from a duke, be able to pay 6 soldiers.
And they have to be paid.
Yes.
They are gone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm getting rid of 4 peasants and 1 swordsman, which is going to allow me to rank up from a duke.
Greedy Jamie.
Up into the Lord of Dominion. I am now a lord. So the only step higher that you can go from lord is either a king or a queen. I'd have to pay 8 in combat. But now my hand limit is 7 because I'm fancy AF and I get 2 coins during income. Okay, so continuing on with this, we have a limited harvest only sets of quarries and gem mines.
I have a quarry.
That's a bummer. Supply to sell and then we flip our ranks.
Then we progress. Oops.
Excuse me.
So my first action, I'm going to draw 2. For my second action, I'm going to play 1.
I'm going to draw 2. My second action, I'm going to play 1 here, and I'm going to pay 2 coins to progress. Expedite both of these.
I'm going to pay 1 to expedite my grain field, and then I might spend 2 to buy 2 endeavor cards.
You know what, Jeff? I'm going to do that once. Then, for
and
free...
then I'm going to discard 2 to draw 1.
Me too! Twins. Pay a coin to buy another one. Basically, exactly what I wanted. That's it for my turns. Alrighty, here we go. Civil uprising. So this is not a warfare. This is just like a special type thing. Suffer damage equal to the dominions you own. -2 if you are in the defense stance. I own no dominions.
I own 1.
Yes.
I can pay a gold. I'm going to gain a gold, so.
Got damaged because of it. So with this card, you can only defend with swordsmen. You have lots of swordsmen.
Oh, right. Right, wait a second.
Yep. Now we are going into harvest. I have 2 things to harvest, and I gain 2 for income.
I have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 for my...
I'm freaking rich!
Card.
I'm so fancy. You already know I'm in the fast lane. Lord of Dominion.
Now we flip our rank cards. Okay, so this is where we're getting into the crunch.
Pay 1.
Nothing to progress. Did you progress? Nothing to progress.
Pay 1 for a free action, draw a card.
Building a fortification and a swordsman.
I'm going to discard 2 to draw a card for free action. Dang that.
2.
I'm going to pay 1 to draw
2.
a card. And then I can exchange 1 more time for free, so I'll do that.
I'm actually going to do that again. Jeez Louise.
So I've only taken free actions.
Oh.
So I'm going to play 2.
Choose your stance.
So I don't know which that one is.
We don't know what it is.
I'm also... Oops. I also...
That was like bravery. All right, let's see. I knew it would be warfare. All right, so warfare again. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divided by 2. Round it up.
4.5.
4, so 5. So the power is 5.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm good. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So we are both safe. Now we harvest, and neither of us got income, so I harvest 2. Okay, you could sell supply. Don't have any supply. Flip your rank card. And we're about to go into the last decade.
Progress. First action, I'll play a town, and I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4.
Draw 2 cards.
I'm going to pay 4 to expedite all of them into my kingdom.
I am going to discard 2 to draw 2. Ugh. That was weird. Sorry, we lost power there for a second. I am going to exchange again. I don't think that there's anything that I can do.
I have another action, but it...
that's what I'm like. I don't think. Yeah.
For me to do.
Okay, so we are going into the end of decade. Here we go. First, we harvest. I have 2 to harvest.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Then we progress. I have nothing. You have nothing. And now we go into tallying our achievements. I have 1 grain field, 1 town, and 1 military. So that has opened up some things for me.
I have 2 grain fields, 1 town, 1 military, and 1 quarry. That was a good round for me.
All right, we reset, Jeffrey, shuffle them, and make sure that if you have an opportunity card, you do not shuffle it back in.
I put the opportunity, I spent it.
Good job, Jeffrey.
So now swordsman time is only 1, and town build time is only 1. And you'll see also the cards, when you've upgraded these abilities, there's actually a decreased build time on the card. For example, swordsman, now that Jamie and I have both unlocked that swordsman take 1 to build, you'll notice that there's a little blue 1 next to swordsman to identify that you can
unlocked
spend
it. I'm going to set up year 3. Year 3 or decade 3 is scary, spooky, terrifying.
Did you get that?
What?
Spooky, scary, terrified. Is that
spooky, scary skeleton.
Damn it! I thought I was so clever.
You did your best, Jeff, and that's all that we could ask. Here we go. Last decade. Whoa, just janked up the cards. Ain't no big deal. Ain't no big deal. Here's hoping for no warfare. It's drawing up to my hand size, which is now 7.
I'm going to draw to my hand size, which is 6.
Look at this amazing hand.
6.
Progression, nothing. Classic. All right, now we go into our 2 actions. I am going to...
I'm going to do fortification.
Gem mine.
And I'm going to do...
town.
Swordsman.
I am not going to do anything else.
I'm going to spend 2 to expedite this twice.
Okay. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I am incoming. Incoming. What is it?
Disrepair. Exhaust 1 time fortification.
That came up at a good time. We don't have any.
Don't have any. Disregard a supply to ignore this.
Discard a supply.
All good.
All good. Harvest.
So harvest.
Nothing.
Just the 1.
Just the 2 for my income.
And we can now also sell supply for 2 coin. We don't have any.
No supply.
So we progress.
Flip our rank cards first and then we progress. All right, here we go. Again, on my own.
For my action, I'm going to draw 2.
I'm going to build a peasant for 1.
And build a swordsman for 1. And a town for... Oh, sorry. I can only do that. I've already taken an action and I've played my build action.
I messed up. This was supposed to be here, so technically this is built.
Wow.
Pay attention.
Is that allowed?
Well, yeah, because I just forgot, Jeff. It's fine. Okay, what else? Did you do that for your swordsman?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Sure did, because I pay attention.
Excuse me. Then I am going to, for my second action...
When you say excuse me, it makes me seem like it wasn't a joke what I said.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a joke.
Couldn't tell. That, I think... Do I want to do anything else? No, I don't. That's it for me. I'm incoming. What are you doing? Oh...
I can't lose stuff.
Ooh, it's a curse. Discard 1 card in hand. Neither of us have foreseen it. I guess I'll get rid of this frickin' peasant. Get out of here, peasant. Okay, harvest 1 set. Nothing to harvest. Flip your rank card, and off we go to Neverland. What?
What'd you miss?
I didn't get my money. Too excited. I was just so rich, I didn't even feel like I needed it. Aggression.
For my 2 actions.
For my 2 actions. I'm going to build a swordsman for 1.
I'm going to build a quarry for 1.
Fortification for 2.
And then I will draw 2 cards. Pay 2 for free actions to draw 2. And for my second action, I will build another quarry.
Fancy. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. I think I'm...
What's that opportunity card there?
What? This is my opportunity card.
Why is it up there?
Because when I'm done, I put my hand down. That's all I have left in my hand.
Oh, I thought it was like some special thing you were building. I was like, oh, that's fancy.
No. I'm incoming.
I didn't know.
Jeff is scared. Even though you've got all that protection.
Yeah, because I'd have to get rid of 1.
Sucker. Sell 1 swordsman from hand. I have none.
I have none.
Okay. Harvest. None. You?
No.
None.
Because remember, the fortifications and swordsmen don't harvest.
Don't harvest. Flip. Rank. We have... Oh. Okay, and then we flip. Now, there is a free action that we can do now during this decade. Buy swordsman from the discard pile for 3 coins. Ooh la la.
For my 2 actions, I'm going to play out 2 towns.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am going to, for a free action, buy a dominion for 10 because I don't have any others. Okay. Then I also receive an opportunity card for buying a dominion. I sounded like Tigger there.
You did.
I haven't done any actions yet, so I'm going to draw 2 cards.
I was ready to flip.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, Jeffrey. And I will... Oh, no. Build time is now 1. Don't be a goof. Do I want to expedite anything? I did not progress.
There's a lot of shenanigans.
I did not progress anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good.
Some real shenanigans. This is where Jamie starts making...
It's all on film, you guys know.
Weird
I didn't.
Moves.
Okay, so now we are doing this.
Oh, wait. I did too.
This is the part where Jeff starts doing weird movements. I'm Jeff.
My name's Jess.
My name's Jess. You know what? Screw it. I want the money. Jeff's scared. Ooh, should have been scared. Ooh, should have been scared. Okay, so it's worth 1, 2, 3, 4.
First casualties, Jamie. You have to lose something.
Jeff, I have to decide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 1 for nobles. 5. Plus 2 for gem mines. 6, 7. So it is 7 for me, and it is only 4 for Jeffrey.
Yeah, I'm good.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7 is 2.
And her dominion does not count because she's not in defensive stance.
La, 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 la. So fun. Okay, I am going to get rid of 1 and 1 coin. 2. Okay, that sucked. Now, harvest. I am an income, so I gain 2.
We're in limited harvest.
Yep, so we can only harvest quarries and gem mines. I do have a gem mine.
I have neither.
And no supplies to sell. Let's flip them.
Okay, progress.
Okie dokie. Progress. Yes, progress.
So first action, I will play a town, and for my second action, I'm going to draw 2 cards. And I'll pay 1 to expedite the town.
I'll draw 2 cards. No, I will do this. Oh, nope, that goes here. Okay, then I think, methinks, I'm going to expedite for 1.
Probably a good time to mention endgame. Coins don't matter. It's literally just what is on your true mark board.
Yeah, and tiebreakers are all about nobility. Here's hoping we tie, and I win that way. So choose your stance. I just really want the money. Okay, so we're going to start with Kingdom
Greedy
Wealth.
Jamie.
I'm a noble. All players gain gold equal to the amount shown on the left. 1, 2, 3.
I have 3, 4, 5, or I can pick 2 supplies for 2 of the coins. I'm going to take 1 supply and 1, 2, 3, 4 coin.
Okay.
No, I'm going to take 2 supply, so I can put it on a separate town.
Trade Master. You also gain an opportunity. Draw 2, choose 1.
Dang right I do.
I gain 3 extra gold because I'm House Lorraine. and 2 Endeavor cards. Now we hop into the year event. Nobles choose! Yay me! I can either collect tax, gain 2, or foresee the next year card. I'm going to foresee the next year card. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. Now we can harvest. I have 1 gem mine, and I get 2 because I am in my income.
I get 2 for 1 for town, 1 for my quarry.
Okay, flip them rank cards. Progression.
Okay, I'm going to build a peasant directly into my space. And then I'm going to discard 2 to draw 1. And then I'll spend 1 to draw 1. And then I can do this one more time. I'll discard 2 to draw 1.
I'm actually going to draw 2 cards.
Then I'll pay 1 to draw 1. My goodness gracious me.
I'll pay
1 to draw 1. Oh my goodness. Pay 1 more to draw 1. This is insane.
Okay, I am actually going to buy another Dominion. So this time it's going to cost me 11 because I already have a Dominion. So 11, and I get a Dominion card and an opportunity card.
For my second action, play out of town. I'm just going to move this supply down. It technically is supposed to live on a different town, but I just have them all.
Okay, that's fine, Jeff. I think that's it for me.
Spent so much money on cards and didn't get what I needed.
Ready?
Dang it.
What's that? Harvest all gem mines. Don't mind if I do. And now regular harvest, so I only have 1 plus my 2 income for 3.
2, 1 for town, 1 for a quarry.
Very well then. Now we flip them. Progress. I am going to attach this bustling city to a town set. Until the end of decade, it generates 1 extra gold. I'm so rich.
I'm going to discard 2 to draw 1. Thank you. And then for my first action, I'm going to play a peasant directly, and then I'll play a town.
2 actions, and I am actually going to pay 2 to expedite both of them. Both done. That? Let us pick. I am going protection route this time. And civil uprising. Suffer damage equal to dominions you own, and it is -2 if you're in your defense stance. So I get nothing, and neither do you. Okay, harvest 1 set. I will choose to harvest the town because it gives me 2 gold, which is fun. And then flip cards. Okay, we are coming down to the wire here, my peoples. I'm going to draw 2.
I'm also going to draw 2.
I'm going to play this one and expedite it for 1.
Discard 2 to draw 1.
I think I might exchange.
I'll play a peasant down.
That's it for me.
Me too.
Okay, let's do it. Protection. You doing protection? Good call. Crap. So no first casualties because we are both in defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for me.
And 8 for me, I am covered.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm good?
It goes 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up 12.
And I have 10. Okay, so not good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So I only have to get rid of 1 thing.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to be getting rid of...
I kept missing the peasant.
I'm going to be getting rid of an opportunity card from my hand. Harvest, quarries, and gem mines. I do have a gem mine.
I also have a quarry.
Would you like to sell supplies for 2 each?
No.
Okie dokie. Flip your rank card. Progression. Nothing.
I'm going to draw 2 for my first action.
I'm going to play this.
For my second action, play a peasant directly into my kingdom.
I'm going to play this. I need to think about this for a second. And then I'm going to progress it for 1. Free action, I am going to exhaust the grain field to gain a supply. Then, as my second action, I am going to build a peasant.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for me. Yes, okay. I think I'm gonna be brave. Am I gonna regret this? Oh, thank God. Sell 1 gem mine for hand to gain an opportunity. Don't have any. You either?
Mm-mm.
Harvest. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have 3.
I have 4 plus my income, so that is 5, 6. These big ones are worth 5, just FYI. Flip your rank card, and for this decade only, you can buy gem mines from the discard pile for 4 coins. We are progressing, and we are going in. This is our last round of the entire game.
First action, I'm going to buy a Dominion card.
I need to look at this.
And then for my second action, there's really not much I should do here, I don't think. That's it. That's all I'm going to do.
I'm going to draw 2. Okay, so I'm going to draw 2 for my first action. I am going to do this for my second action.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
Unless you got something that can push it all the way through, I guess you could pay for it.
But even so, it's not going to matter because I don't have a spare town. So we move into the end of decade. So we start by harvesting. So I get 2, 3, 4. Okie dokie. Then we progress. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Then we tally our achievements. So the end of round tallying of achievements is just a little bit different. We are going to do it the same to start, but then we are going to go into revealing our Dominion cards. First off, I have 1 grain field. I have 1 township. I have no quarries. I have 1 military set. I do have 1 special, which is 2 peasants and a supply, and I do not have a gem or a wealth set. So that is everything for moi.
Okay, I have no grain fields. I have 1 town. I have 1 quarry. I have 1 military. I have 2 special.
Okay.
And no gem ones.
So the last step now is going to actually be revealing our Dominion cards. So a Dominion card, I'm going to show the camera up here, has 2 different sides. So I can choose either this or this. How you do that is you decide secretly, we're going to lay them down, and whatever is on top is the area that we're going to increase our true marks. So important to see.
So whatever's up top is what we're using.
This is really tough.
How many do you have? 2 or 3?
2. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, so we reveal them, and then we increase them. So I'm going up on wealth, and I'm going up on special.
Going up on military and common goods.
Okay, so now we are going to calculate our true marks and to see who has won the game. So we're going to go 1 at a time. So in common goods, Jeff has more, so he flips his, and I gain another. So we stay there. Township, we are the same, so we both flip ours over to yellow. Resources, Jeff has more. Military, Jeff has more. Special, we are the same. And wealth, I have more. So wait, how's that possible? Oh, right. Oh, dang. I think Jeff has won. Because I only have 2. Well, yeah. No, I think you've won. God,
Thank you.
Dang it. Okay.
Thank you for being at my TED Talk.
Aye.
Gold is worth...
Gold is like worth 3 points, whereas the gray is worth 2. Yeah.
Which matters more when you're not playing at a 2-player game.
Yes.
Because if you weren't in second, you would only have 1.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to determine the
winner
winner in a 2-player.
So I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17.
Yes, and I had less than that, and I've already cleared them from my board and my memory. That is Antares Kingdom with the Pristine Mountains set. Like we mentioned before, this is a set collection game, and as you notice, like once you get into the groove of things, it moves pretty quickly. We
can play this game in about 30 to 45 minutes.
30 to 45 minutes, yeah. I would say, yes. And we've only played this at a 2-player count, so I assume it would move a little bit slower at a higher player count, but because the majority of the the turns are simultaneous, I don't really think it would make that big of a difference.
It just depends on how your playstyle is.
So that is Antares Kingdoms. If you are interested in looking more into this game, please check out all of the links below. This game can be played at 1 to 5 players. They define it as being okay to play at 1 players, okay at 2, good at 3, and optimal at 4 and 5 players. We are going to link all the information for you down below, so make sure that you check it out if you're interested.
Definitely.
Definitely.
And thank you to Sandtime for giving us the opportunity to play this.
Yeah. We had a blast, even though I lost. Bummer. Anyways, if you're interested in buying board games, unfortunately, not this one. You got to go through Kickstarter to get this one. But other games, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us here in Halifax, that is...
the Boardroom Game Cafe.
The heck yeah, it is. We thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days.
I'm always nervous that I didn't press record.
Ascendancy. Start the game with a dominion. Dominion.
You think?
Yeah.
Half
definitely.
an hour?
Sorry.
Of course it would be at the bottom of the box. Oops. I forgot that there were cards in there. Jack, why would you do that? Spilling things all over the floor.
Sometimes I wonder, like, how your brain processes.
Jeff, I forgot. God, get over it.